Hey there friends, Nibs again. I'm out here in the garage doing a little bit of goofing around this afternoon. It is still hot and humid, and it's actually threatening to thunderstorm here pretty soon. So I'm going to keep it inside for today. I wanted to bring this one to you guys and show you. You guys have seen 760s on my channel before, but this one's pretty cool. This one is another one that I have rescued from the ashes, so to speak. And I really like these ones with the older style with the brass bolt handle. I guess these may have came in sometimes with a steel bolt handle as well. I've got 3 or 4 of these, and I haven't had one yet with a steel bolt handle. But this one is kind of interesting, and what makes this one a little bit different is the actual pump cup in this. And so a little bit of history. They started making the 760 in about 1966, and from 66 till 77 they were made as what they call a self-cocking mechanism, which they had on several other guns as well. My 130 is a self-cocker. So it's not anything that's unique to the 760, but the self-cocker ran from 66 to 77, and then in 77 they switched over to what they refer to as the hammer drop, which instead of when you pump it up, sometimes you'll hear it actually click. This one you'll actually hear it click inside, where the pressure from the valve actually pushes the little exhaust valve up against the sear. And that's what happens when you pull the trigger, is you are moving the you're moving the sear out of the way of the valve, and the valve will push backwards and let the exhaust gas come out and shoot the pellet. In the hammer drop one, you actually have to cock the bolt back to pull back a spring, the hammer with the spring. Then when you pump it up and you pull the trigger, the hammer actually goes forward and hits the exhaust valve and releases the air. So 2 completely separate mechanisms, work basically opposite of each other. But the thing that makes this one really unique is typically the self-cockers have what they call a flat face valve, and I'll put a picture of one right here, and then the corresponding pump cup is also flat on the face. And then in 77, when they switched over to the hammer drop, for whatever reason they put a little cone on the face of the valve, and the pump cup also has a concave cone cut into it so that it nests up against that cone-shaped valve front. This one's different. The back half of the valve is a hammer drop valve, and the front half is actually a cone-shaped valve, and it has the cone-shaped hammer drop pump cup in it as well. And I did talk to Henry Ford about that, and he said it's very uncommon. He has seen it before, but it's very uncommon. The kits that he sells for the hammer drop have the cone-shaped, and the self-cockers have the flat-faced parts. So if you do run across one of these, it's a good thing to take it apart and figure out what you got inside of here first. You can kind of tell by looking at the pump cup there if you know what you're looking for. But because if you order if you think you have a self-cocker and you order the kit from him, he's going to send you one with the older style pump cup with the parts for a self-cocker, when you indeed may need that hammer drop pump cup. So anyway, so take a look at it. If you're going to rebuild one of these, you may need to contact him ahead of time, and he will switch some parts out if need be. Let him know you have a self-cocker with a hammer drop pump cup, and he'll take care of you. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do a couple of shots across the group, or across the garage here. We'll test this guy out and see how it does. It's no powerhouse, but none of these guys really are. But keep wanting to cock it first. I did play around with this one. It seems to like 6 pumps. Most of them are like 5 pumps for a really good accurate shot, but this one seems to favor 6 pumps for a sweet spot. So it's kind of fun with these old timers, just kind of playing around with them. And you know, it's kind of like shooting a 22. You know, you might have 2 exactly the same 22s, and you test out some ammo with them. One of them will shoot this one ammo perfectly great. The other one will like this other type of ammo, and they're exactly the same gun. So I've got Mossbergs that are like that. I've got Winchesters that are like that. But this particular one, if I did 5 shots, that would be, from what I have found, to be a much larger group already going there. And then getting up to 7 and 8, 9 pumps, it does gain you just a little bit of speed, but it doesn't help or hurt the accuracy at all. So it's kind of a weird one. Nice little group. Oop. I don't know if just the parts are still breaking in inside. It didn't really seem to have quite a lot of power at 5 pumps either, so. All right, hitting a little off to the right there, but that's just, haven't really adjusted this scope. Nice little Weaver V22. I've got several of these in the garage. These are really great air rifle and 22 scopes. You can turn them down to 3, and they're great for real short distances like this. And then if you need to get a little further out, you can crank it up and have 6 power and be able to see a little bit farther. But alrighty, so I'll make this one quick for you guys today. But there's my newest addition to the 760 collection. This one's pretty nice. I still am looking around for the original version with the wood front and back. I haven't ran across one of those yet, except for on eBay where they were selling them for way too much. But I will have one of those in the collection eventually. But for now, I really like these older 760s. Actually feel like they're made out of something. The new ones are just like, there's absolutely nothing there. It's just like, it feels like it's made out of styrofoam. But this got a little bit of heft to it. Really feels like you're holding on to, you know, like maybe like an actual 22 or something. So not taking anything away from the newer 760s, but if they had just put a little piece of metal in there or something to, you know, give it a little bit of weight. But of course that would cause to need more shipping, cost more for shipping and stuff, I guess. But anyway, hope you liked the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I do post up new videos. Till next time, have a great day.